Well, where to begin? Welcome to an unscripted news video, where I just have notes to read from. I've been following the Catalyst Game Labs live streams over Pax Unplugged, and from here, we're going to be able to look at a little bit of the news that is going on for Battletech coming up in 2024. I'm sure they've not announced everything, and tomorrow is the lore panel, so you might get another news update from me for that. But let's just talk about the raw products that are coming out. First of all, there is going to be 3 Force manuals coming out next year, centered around the Federated Sons, House Davion, the Draconis Combine, House Kadita, and Mercenaries, based off of obviously the recent Kickstarter. These should act like codexes for those of you familiar with Warhammer 40,000. They kind of give you an idea of the lists that are going to be available to you, as well as a series of other small lore tidbits and things like that. It's very exciting. They will have a PDF supplement too, to give them updated rules, because the versions that ship out in physical form are going to go all the way up to, I believe, the FedCon Civil War-ish era, or the Clan Invasion. However, they will have PDF updates that go all the way up to the Ill-Clan era. There's going to be more books on top of these too. Hotspots Hinterlands. Hotspots are like mission and campaign scenarios and things like that. They also add a lot of interesting backstory stuff, so this is actually very cool. I'm looking forward to Hotspots Hinterlands. Everybody loves the Hinterlands who's followed Tomorrow Rising or anything like that, so it's very nice. There's also going to be the Mech Commander's Handbook, which is for campaign play. That is also anticipated to come out next year. I believe Aaron mentioned, who's the assistant line developer from Catalyst, that they are going to be playtesting some of those materials through the official forums, or getting feedback on them through the official forums. So there is that. There's also going to be one more recognition guide that gets released to round out some of the extra mechs that have kind of come out unexpectedly. So this is the last one, at least according to Aaron as well. He doesn't want to do another one after this. But so there should be one extra volume of recognition guides. The recognition guides are all released as a PDF through Catalyst's website for the most part. I think you can also get them on DriveThruRPG. And these have the stats and backstories for a series of the new mechs going into the Ill-Clan era. On the miniatures front, there is going to be a 40th anniversary cover done for the starter box, as well as for a game of Armored Combat. They are all Star League branded, which is interesting. A lot of people apparently like the Star League, so that's why they're putting those on the boxes for the 40th anniversary and the cover art. The boxes themselves are unchanged, however. They are just the standard boxes, just with new covers. There are also going to be more miniatures beyond that. They are going to be releasing 4 Force Packs next year. 1 per quarter seems to be the plan. All of them are going to be Star League centric. The first one is going to be the Star League Command Lance, which is going to have an Atlas II, a Thunderhawk, an Orion, and a Phoenix Hawk Special, which is like a really radically redesigned Phoenix Hawk. The one thing about these packs is apparently in each pack, there's going to be an individual pre-painted miniature. I don't really care for this myself. Some people might feel excited for that. I'm not really there on this. If there's only one pre-painted miniature per box, it's likely going to be a faction or color scheme that you're not painting or don't want to paint. So like, maybe this will be something for new players who will be interested in it. For me, it's actually kind of a detractor from these boxes. They're hoping that they can be done in a way where you can paint over them if you want to. To me, it just means there's going to be one less mech in a box that I really want to deal with. Any of these paints are, of course, going to erode away a little bit of the detail. You know, I don't really want to have to paint over it, per se, so this is just my perspective. I'm really not interested in the pre-painted portion of these boxes. Still, this is going to be your way to get the Atlas II. A lot of people really wanted the Atlas II. The Thunderhawk has been shown off on Anthony Scroggins' Patreon before, and a lot of people love the Thunderhawk because it brings all of that Gauss love. And the Phoenix Hawk is a unique configuration of the Phoenix Hawk, at least visually. So it's an interesting box for a lot of people, just not necessarily for me. The other 3 boxes we're not sure of yet. One of them will have Civil War era mechs, so that will be interesting because they're basically associating it with the second Star League in that case. There is news in terms of source books on top of all of this coming out as well that they dropped near the end, which is for the Ilkhan's Eyes only. The final Ilkhan source book for the introductory of the Ilkhan era is going to be coming out apparently in the 3rd quarter of next year. This is lagged significantly behind the release schedule of all of the previous source books. Apparently this is because they're trying to coordinate with authors better to make sure that all of these things are very coherent in terms of the direction they want to take these. So that is a big release for next year as well in terms of what is coming out for Battletech. So just to do a one-over for everybody, there's going to be Force Manuals next year. The Ilkhan's Eyes Only is going to be coming next year. There is going to be Hotspots Hinterlands next year. The Mech Commander's Handbook next year. 4 new box sets not related to the Mercenaries Kickstarter. Those are all coming next year. And we know one of them is going to be the Starleague Command Lance, which was going to have the Atlas II, Thunderhawk, Orion, and a special Phoenix Hawk. And finally, there's going to be new box art only for next year for the 40th anniversary of Battletech. That is your Battletech news. If there's a great volume of lore-centric news that comes out tomorrow at Pax Unplugged, I will do a follow-up video then. I consider this to be quite important news in terms of miniature releases, and I also want to add that they're kind of doing this smartly by having releases for every quarter. This is something that I've mentioned for a while on live streams and whatnot, where I'm like, if they want to keep interest going, you need to have quarterly releases, because you want that steady chain of releases to keep people's attention, and they are transitioning towards this. This is a very good sign for the game. It is very healthy. So with that, what do you guys think of the big news? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this news update, also don't forget to like, and I will catch you guys all next time.